Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. As ever, we're going through our social media feeds and tearing everyone a new asshole this week.
Mm-hmm.
We are both in a mood.
Oh, yes. We had a whole pre-show conversation for about 20 minutes.
Plus, I am, even though it wasn't a late show, it was very respectable timing.
Yeah.
I went out last night.
You went out last night?
On a weekday, on a school night.
Who, you, me? I was in bed by 10 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't fall asleep till like 6 p.m. or 6 a.m., but...
My ass was still walking down Sunset Boulevard at 10 p.m., so...
How the roles have reversed.
I went to see Keke Palmer at the Roxy.
How was it? Why am I even asking that? I know it's amazing.
Okay, so yeah, I know I just said we're both in bad moods, but now I'm going to lift us up. Because she is so much fun. She is so much fun. Okay, so first of all, if you don't know what the Roxy is, it's a very famous live venue. Tons of people perform there. Bands, DJs. Mm-hmm. I saw Solange there one time.
Yeah.
And it's not a big place.
No.
That's what makes it
so
great. Cool.
Yes.
It's literally, if you can imagine, kind of your average bar-ish.
Yeah.
But it's all just, it's all standing room.
It's like double size of the studio, actually. Yeah, honestly, for the most part. Not, as far as standing room goes.
Right. It's not a huge place. It's not a huge crowd. And it has kind of the area right by the stage, and then there's kind of some steps up to the bar area, and then you can stand in the bar area, and then there's another little elevated area in the back where usually there's some tables, or Keke had seating for handicap up there.
Good for her.
And then there's kind of like the way up at the top, there's like the VIP area. Yeah. You can barely even see up there.
Which I don't even...
It's so tiny up there.
I understand, like, so VIP, tiny. Like, box seats, yada, yada. But I'm like, I want to be where the action's at.
I want to be in it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's so tiny up there anyway. I've been up there, and it's literally... if you get 5...
My closet is bigger.
Yes. If you get 5 people in there, you are crowded. So, actually, that reminds me, there's supposed to be a joke in Zoolander about how they keep going to a more like VVIP, and then like the
it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and
smaller. And that's why when he's in that room talking to Winona, that's why they're so close, and they're all in this tiny room. Because there's literally no room for anyone. Anyway, so Keke was 100% herself the whole time. I don't know what I was expecting. I somehow thought she would just kind of be busting out with like a pop persona or something.
Yeah.
No. She had a big old screen on the stage that ran some of her skits ahead of the show. She had 2 DJs that kind of pumped up the crowd before she came out. She threw this giant screen, which I kind of suspected somebody would popping through because you could see a scene in the middle of it.
Yes.
She busted through.
This is one of those things that when you've been in this industry for so long and in this city, you notice little things like that.
You're like, she's gonna come popping through there. And she sure did. And she sang. She had 2 hot-ass male backup dancers and 2 very fine female backup dancers.
Yes.
And so it was plus the 2 DJs.
Yeah.
So it was the 4, 5, 6, 7 on one stage. And they were doing their little dances, and she was dropping it.
I love it.
And she was singing live and all that stuff. And then after the first couple songs, she was like, "Whew, I need to cool down." She stood in front of a fan. She was like, "Let me get in front of this fan, y'all." And then she like sat down and like just started talking to us.
I love that.
Yes. And was just saying how like, the last time she actually had done any shows, she was like 13. And she just went through this whole fucking gambit, and she had every single person in the palm of her hand because she was pulling faces and making jokes. And then she'd be like, "No, I'm gonna do my next number."
Of her fucking hand via video. So imagine that in person. I mean, come on. She has that type of personality that she connects with everyone.
Like, yes, I don't know why I expected her to like pull out some like other persona or something.
Yeah,
but it was even when she's doing her songs, like she's still making faces and she's still sticking her tongue out and she's still doing all the stuff. And okay, I knew she could sing, but I didn't know she could sing.
Oh, she can sing her ass off. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, like I knew she could sing. But
she can sing.
Girl.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then, because she doesn't have a ton of material, and she's mainly promoting this new album.
Yeah.
She didn't crowd surf, but she went through the crowd, stood on the merchandise table, and did a game of trivia. And we played Keke Palmer trivia.
Come on the goddamn show already! Like you are our people, Keke. You are our people.
People that could answer the Keke trivia, she would throw merchandise to.
I love this.
Because she's saying, but she has a good arm. She didn't miss a single person with those T-shirts. Whew. And
Sorry,
then
I crunch my hair right now. I forget I'm not wearing a hat today.
Oops.
Very rare.
Yeah. So, she was really, really fun and just had a great time. But yeah, it just kept me out a little bit later than granted, it was a very respectable 8 p.m. show. Yeah. It was done before 10, but I walked home because I lived right on the strip. So I just decided, fuck it, I'll just walk home.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And then I was still kind of amped up when I got back, so I couldn't go to sleep right away. And then I had to get up at 6 a.m. today. So I was just like, fuck. God damn you, Keke! She was fun, though.
Lordy.
Fun. The one thing that did annoy me, though.
What? Uh-oh.
Okay, y'all, tell me how you would react to this. So about halfway through...
By y'all, he means me. Yeah. Because you guys can't react in real time.
Really react. You can go on our socials.
We don't have a live show yet.
Just think about it.
Yes.
This girl stepped up, kind of bumping in, because everyone's already been there. You've got a granted standing room only.
Yep.
But the show has been going for a while.
Okay.
And you kind of stand in your area and kind of get your spot. It's just sort of the thing that you do.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be bumping in. Bumping in front of people.
Oh, no, let me tell you what I do.
To get closer to the stage.
And I'm not pumping myself up at all. But if you don't know, I am 6'2".
Yeah.
I'm a tall individual by normal standards. If someone's behind me, even when I got my surprise birthday tickets to Mariah Carey, if someone's like significantly shorter than me and I know that I'm blocking them, I'll let them go in front of me. They're not blocking my fucking view.
Right.
Or ruining any of my experience. You know what I mean? It's like...
Okay, but this girl was tall and she was in heels.
Fuck her.
And she had big hair.
Fuck her.
And...
Even more fuck her.
She had a cell phone and 2 video recording devices.
And she wasn't with the crew?
She stuck her arm in front of this girl. In front of her fucking face. Standing behind her. Stuck her
If you can't hear that, that's my audible silence. My jaw literally just dropped right now.
And this girl was like, I thought there was going to be a fight. I, for real, thought this girl was going to get beat the fuck down. And she literally was just like, don't. She did.
Good for her.
She did stop. And she held it close enough. She held it within her personal space, which is what
is what you should have fucking done in the goddamn first place. Sorry, I'm heated, guys, so you might need to pause after 3 segments to get another bubble.
Rude. Oh, yeah.
That's
rude.
You just don't do that.
So rude.
Just in life in general, so much anxiety, honestly. But I hate making people feel uncomfortable, and I hate... I guess, now that I'm getting older, knowing my presence and knowing that I am obstructing someone having the same experience as me. And that's why I'm like, hey, do y'all want to come in front of me? Because, again, 3 people who are 5'6" in front of me makes no fucking difference.
Exactly.
I'm obscuring their view.
Yeah.
I feel bad about it. I shouldn't.
No,
because
you
it's standing room only.
If they stood in front of you and just threw their phone up in the air.
Different story.
Blocking your face.
Please, I would have snatched that. You have no idea.
I didn't want to get into a confrontation, but I was just waiting. I was like, let her put her hand in front of my face. Whew, that got me so heated, and I really
you were so lucky that I was not there.
It didn't even happen to me. It just happened to this poor girl next to us.
I am the crowd Superman. I am, because I've been... Again, I've seen it happen so many times, and I think it's very rude. I'll, at my own job.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do this. I see people kind of struggling to navigate through the crowd. Mm-hmm. I'm a master at it. It's fine. Yeah. I've done this shit for fucking over a decade. So I'll be like, hey, ladies, bathroom, you can always tell. And they're always you can tell that they're visiting. They've never been there before or whatnot. I'm like, hey, not to be creepy, full disclosure, I do work here. I am the manager. If you would like to hold on to me, I'll get you through the crowd. And I will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it should be.
You should help people, not hinder people when you're all trying to have a good time.
Well, she did kind of get the clue.
Well, that's good.
She was still snapping away with both hands holding a device.
Why are you there with two goddamn... If you're not on the motherfucking videographer crew,
right?
Why do you have so many fucking devices on you?
And not only that,
that's insane.
But it's I can get I took a course, a little clip, which I'll show you.
Yeah,
but it's not going to sound good. You're recording it on your phone in this large.
And we're talking about this shit last fucking week. You're going to see that shit all over Twitter, anyways, with the same angles, most likely better sound.
It's just weird to me, and I know this is going to make me sound very old, the old man yelling at the clouds, shaking my fist, but it's weird to me to go, especially to a small venue like the Roxy, where when she was on your side of the stage, she could make eye contact with you.
Yes!
And she did.
Enjoy that.
Very good with the crowd.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at your goddamn phone? You're looking at your phone. You're looking at Keke looking at you through your phone. She's right there.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Right there.
It's just not my thing. Even Mariah, again, for my birthday. I took, I think, a total of maybe 1 minute and 35 seconds of video for fun moments. Besides that, my phone was fucking... Memories. I won't say in my pocket because I don't trust you hoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my phone was in my hand.
You gotta chain that around your neck these days.
Yes. But why?
The whole whole fucking show.
You're never gonna fucking watch these videos ever again.
No.
You can see again. I'm sure she had a whole setup herself.
She did. She had a crew there filming everything, and
you're gonna see it.
You're right
in 4K.
She's coming over to you. You
HD
want to get that
audio. Why are you even
the whole time
bothering? Have a couple of moments. That's fine.
Yeah,
but to mess up someone else's experience is extremely selfish to me.
So rude. So rude.
Ugh.
We are on a
sorry y'all, we are angry today. Have you heard Bongos yet? Have you seen the video?
Bongos?
Yes.
No.
Oh, so Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B teamed up again.
Oh, Lord.
And they killed it again. With a song called Bongos. They are on a beach. They are dancing their asses off. More iconic moments. Nicki Minaj fans are mad, and I love it. Sorry for any Barbs that are listening right now.
Sorry, whatever. She's doing something at the MTV Awards.
That's the one
right now.
That's the one fan base I just don't care about offending the Barbs because they're horrible. But I don't care. They are. Sorry.
They're as terrible as she is.
Sorry. You are. Most of them. I'm friends with a couple of them. I will say that. I'm not going to generalize. But yes.
Good for them.
This video is great. The song is cute and fun and summery. And I actually paused on my way here to watch their performance. Well, most of it, because at the VMAs, killed it per usual.
Yeah.
What I love about these girls is that they literally, they don't take themselves that seriously.
They are not serious.
They have fun. Serious. They have fun with their jobs. They genuinely like each other. Even when you see them out and about on vacation.
Yeah.
They're not trying to pose and They're having fun, drinking their drinks like any of us would have with our girl or boyfriends on a cruise or somewhere tropical and having a good time.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a fun song. It's what you would expect from them. Cardi's writing her album. She was on Watch What Happens Live last night, which, I'm sorry, but I loved. Andy Cohen has this thing where he will ask certain people every so often, if they were a housewife, then what would their tagline be? Which I love.
Yeah.
And it's usually like people like who actually will admit that they watch Housewives, and he'll check to see that they actually know their things. I loved Cardi's tagline. He was like, what would your tagline be? She's like, the only thing I throw harder than a mic is shade.
That should be the tagline for our show.
Right?
I love it.
I was all, yes. Because what other fucking celebrity is going to make fun of a scandal like she just had about throwing that damn mic when the girl, threw the water on her and blah, 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 blah. But which I'm sure that girl got a hefty paycheck.
I'm sure she did. Look, we're not saying Cardi's perfect.
We're not.
We're saying she's having a great time.
Yes, exactly. But I'm like, most every other fucking celebrity be so prim and proper, and their PR would be like, do not mention the mic incident. We're going to let that die down, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It still has legs. Mind you, legs means when the story is still taking off, and if you are...
Worse coming out about it.
And but she took it there, and I was like, I cackled. I'm all good for fucking you. As much as I don't agree with a lot of things you do sometimes, I have to love the trollery of it all, because that would be me if I was some huge famous celebrity.
Honestly,
I just wouldn't be that worried. I'd be so happy just being there and enjoying myself and making the money I'm making and being successful. I wouldn't give a fuck about PR unless it's something like serious.
Right.
Which I don't have any skeletons in my closet, so
Well,
I'd be having fun.
You may not have any skeletons in your closet.
Oh God, who does?
But
that's a backloaded question. Everybody.
Yeah. But the mom from the 8 Passengers blog and YouTube channel, which by the way was eventually taken down, was arrested.
Who is this person and why?
So this is a mommy blogger, one of those mommy bloggers who.
Oh God, I never trust them.
Insane.
I don't trust them. I don't trust. So if you're just tuning in, I am a YouTuber. I don't mean that I have a YouTube channel. I will watch YouTube.
That's
my thing.
TV. Yeah.
Yes, it's my form of TV. Which, mind you, the complete series of Jim and the holograms is on YouTube illegally, but it's there. And the songs are extremely catchy.
Love it. I love all the Misfit songs.
Oh, yes.
So this mommy blogger, I'm not even going to say her name, it's not worth it, because she is a child abuser, and the skeletons in her closet were her own children. They weren't dead, but...
I'm like, what?
She was depriving them of food, duct taping their hands and feet.
What?
And keeping them in the basement. One of her children literally escaped, emaciated, crawled out a window, and went to a neighbor's house who called 911 and this person was very shaken. Because I watched this terrible network called Court TV.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I hate it, but I love it. But... I did not love this 911 call because this person clearly could tell this child had been abused.
Yes.
And they were losing their shit. I mean,
as they should. Good for them.
Could barely contain themselves, and they were like very emotional. And so, they fucking arrested her ass. Apparently, one of the reasons that 8 Passengers got taken off of YouTube was because, and it had like 14 million followers. Like, it was huge.
Oh my God.
But one of the reasons was because. And I hate this word controversial because controversial makes it sound like there's 2 sides to the issue.
Oh, yeah, or that's like salacious and like juicy.
No, it's like, no. Some of her abusive parental advice was to deny her kids food. Like one time her daughter forgot her lunch on the counter. And instead of like being a mom and taking it to school and making sure her child could eat, she said, good, she needs to learn not to be forgetful, so she won't eat today. And I hope nobody gets that school.
Child abuse.
So she'd already been deplatformed. This is already one of those like shaky situations. But yeah, now she is in jail.
Holy fuck!
You know who else I don't trust? Okay, so the mommy bloggers,
the families.
Why aren't you? Nope. Why are you? Why
the happy couple?
Where is all this time that you're spending on these videos? This is not quality time with your family.
Well, you saw the one of the fucking the mom making her kid cry in the car, and then she forgot to fucking stop recording, and then uploaded the full version instead of the edited one, and then everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
Fucking crazy ass. Yeah. Get off your phone. Put the phone down.
Thank you. I will not right now. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the next note.
Put the phone down and actually be a mom instead of fucking blogging about it. Wait till your kids are fucking grown. Then maybe you can give some advice. Also, just because you popped out an offspring does not make you any kind of authority on being a good parent.
Thank you.
It just doesn't.
No.
I hate that argument when people's like, oh, well, do you have kids? Should you?
Exactly. Thank you.
Don't trust them. I also don't trust those aesthetic bloggers, the influencers who always have the clean, white, perfectly clean home, and they're always like, doing stuff, and you just see their hands, and they usually have these really elaborate nails, and you're like, how do you even do things with those nails? And it's very weird and unnerving for me just to watch them try to move stuff with their hands. And I don't trust those fucking people. First of all, you never see
anyone too fucking perfect. I don't trust online. I'm sorry.
You run a cleaning blog, bitch. You're insane.
Yep.
No. Don't trust them. I do not trust them.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna vent a little bit. Speaking of emaciated and whatnot.
We told you.
I touched on this last week. I'm gonna do it again this week. I also today got so fed up, and I'm very rarely fed up with things. You've known me for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I typically address things right then and there, and I don't let things fester and let them piss me off.
No, you're not a frazzled person.
No, if something bothers me, I'll be like, hey, that wasn't cool, and then I move on, and then that's just that. I know you guys don't follow me on Twitter or Facebook, especially, because I'm rarely on Facebook anymore.
I haven't used that since 2017.
Yeah. I was forced out of Facebook retirement to make a very lengthy post today. And I've been counting because I've had time to do so. The 6th person has come up to me asking if I'm okay because I've lost so much weight. You see me every week. I think if you were to have noticed something concerning, you'd pull me aside. I don't give a shit. I don't, and I put this in my post. You've known me it's been 15 years now, I think. I'm not a vain person. I don't take a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
I don't care how I look half the time. I'm not that guy. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just not me. I don't pay that much attention to myself. I don't. I've also expressed that I've had some losses recently. I've also expressed on this show that 2 years ago I had a lot of other losses that happened all in the month of October. So that's coming up for me to deal with. I'm someone that does not eat their feelings. Some people do, some people don't.
Oh, I'm exactly the same way you are.
Yes.
It's the opposite.
Yes. I can't eat. And I can't eat, it doesn't mean I'm punishing myself. It means that I physically can have a couple of bites of something and I feel full and it disgusts me to go any further.
Yeah.
It's that feeling of when you've had too much to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I stress out. I have nightmares. I can't sleep. Do I look like the fucking Crypt Keeper to you?
No, you do not.
Thank you.
You definitely maybe have thinned out a little bit.
Yes.
But not to like a scary degree.
Thank you.
Or something. Like, I'm sure you're still in the same range.
Yep. As I've never been a bigger person. Again, we've talked about this before, but I'm going to reiterate it because it happened again today, and I was forced to come out of retirement on Facebook.
Yeah.
And say, look, this is what's been going on. Hi, life's happening. Lost a couple of friends all at once, back to back. Been working through it. People deal with things a certain way. And by deal with things, I don't mean that I'm starving myself. Again.
Right.
I love food. I just ordered fried pork chops that were smothered along with mac and cheese and some candied yams. Just yesterday. I love food. What I don't like is, and I don't think that this is, I'm sorry to make this a serious conversation on this show, but it's been pissing me off lately because I don't talk about people's appearance or weight.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what anyone's going through. They could be sick, which I'm not, thank God.
Yeah.
They could be going through something, which I have been. Whether someone gets bigger or smaller, maybe you haven't seen them in a couple of years, and that's just a natural progression of how they are, doesn't give you the right, and I'm not saying that it's from a malicious standpoint, don't comment on anyone's appearance. It makes things worse.
Mm-hmm. When it comes from that, like, if it's a place of concern, just ask how someone is doing.
Thank you. That's all you have to do. And then that's up to them to like share or not.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I grew up a very skinny boy. I don't mean extremely skinny.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. That's my natural frame. It's how it is. And then I got into, I mean, you grow up, you gain.
Mm-hmm.
Your body changes, whatever, and then I actually was into fitness for a while, but in a very, not unhealthy way, but emotionally unhealthy way. I was with a guy that fucking was a bodybuilder doing steroids, and we were at the gym all the time. So yeah, if you haven't seen me in a couple of years, probably why. How about just ask how I'm doing? Yeah. Or anyone, I'm not gonna make this centered on me.
Right, but then you kind of feel forced to like make one of these videos and do this post.
Yeah,
you're like explaining yourself to the world, and
I'm just like, and I'm at a particular age where people have not known me all of their lives. Some people have known me for a couple of years and whatnot. So, but I'm like, to me, honestly, it was triggering. Because it brought me right back, which I didn't think I'd ever go back there, right back to middle school, high school, when I could not gain weight and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, you're just so skinny. You should eat a cheeseburger, yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, I never would have thought I'd be at that place at 40 years old. Never.
Is it crazy how something will totally, I guess, trigger or like set you off and suddenly you're...
Oh, no.
Back into feeling those exact same emotions.
It's been happening for weeks now. I mean, again, this is the sixth time this has happened. And it's like, you start to think, like, well, fuck, how do I look? Right. Like, am I not looking at myself correctly in the mirror? Blah, 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 blah. Like, but it's also, thankfully, I am 40 years old and I'm very secure in a lot of things in my life and myself to where I was like, shut the fuck up, Don. No, you just went through some life-changing bullshit and you're allowed to go through that and change how you're going through that in this moment right now.
Yeah, and it might reflect physically on you.
Yes.
Being. So
So stop commenting on people. Ask them how they're doing.
Yeah.
How have you been, even? Not even, are you okay? Because that can be triggering. It's like, oh, like, how's everything going? Like, what's new? Make normal conversation because, people go through shit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely acting shocked that someone's appearance
it's just like...
go over very well.
I mean, no one acts shocked, but it was like, oh, you've, like, lost some weight. I'm all, I don't know, have I?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not being denied meals.
No, I eat my fucking ass off. I'm actually happy that as of a week and a half ago, I can actually eat like I fucking want to because I fucking love eating and I eat horribly, by the way. So, I mean horribly. Del Taco, Taco Bell, Popeyes, fried chicken, quesadillas. Mm-hmm. I'm not a healthy fucking person. So, you never have to worry about me having any kind of disorder. Yeah. Or anything of that nature.
Unless it's addiction to fried food.
And that's just not gonna... I'm Southern. That's not gonna happen.
Just, no intervention will cure that.
No, not at all.
Well, speaking of online diatribes about one's personal life, and there's no way you could have known that I would have found a lead into this.
Are you about to read me? No. I'm just kidding.
OnlyFans creator, porn star. I think his Twitter is Uncut Lock. Lock Rios.
Okay.
You obviously, from that look in your face, have not heard any of this drama.
No, but I slightly recognize that name, but probably because of my feed.
He's very cute, although he claims to be 22, and
You said Uncut Lock?
Yeah. I want to believe people at face value, but I don't know. So anyway,
is this him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the video. Okay.
So this was blowing up gay Twitter,
I was
Twitter,
busy, and I couldn't listen to the whole thing because it was a lot.
There's like it's like a 8
You know me and my attention span.
Yeah.
And as much as I might care about what you guys are going through, and I really do, that I will admit, that I do have a mental disorder with me paying attention to shit.
Look, when you click on a video and it says 6 minutes, you're like,
I'm like, no.
And it's just someone talking about all the drama. Yeah. Very detailed about how he got into a relationship with this guy named
Lazaro something, right?
Lazaro.
Yeah. Fellow porn star, correct?
Yes, fellow porn star who has dated other guys in the industry who are also now coming forward to
porn actor. I'm tired, and I'm going to say this: we've had plenty of adult actors on this show, and we are sex positive, and I think that sex work is work. I'm sorry. You don't get to record one goddamn song and you're a pop star.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go ahead and make an OnlyFans, which is the equivalent of a goddamn YouTube, and be a porn star. You're an adult entertainer.
That's right.
And I can respect that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I want to retire that term porn star. No, you're a porn star when you hit it.
When I don't have to tell
everyone's
people.
0.0111 on fucking OnlyFans.
Oh, I know. I don't have to tell people.
Even my own friends, and I told them this myself, so I'm not reading, I'm just speaking.
Well, that you're a content creator.
Yep, that's it.
Great.
That's all you gotta say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you go.
No, that's fine. Have a little sip of wine, and we're doing great. So this other guy is significantly older. He's like 40-something, or like maybe he's 40 or whatever. And again, Locke says he's 22. However, he's also been creating for basically... excuse me, I took a big hit of my
you really did.
Weed pen there. He's basically been doing the OnlyFans his whole adult life.
Yeah.
He's never actually had a relationship, never had a boyfriend, and really wouldn't matter what age you were if that were the case.
Yeah.
When someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet and,
you fall for them.
Within days is telling you that they love you and you're special and blah, blah, all the stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you think like that's how it's supposed to be. So that part, I did feel it was very heartfelt, and that
yeah, I watched 45 seconds of it.
Yeah, exactly. It was,
but it did seem genuine. I will say that.
So this guy apparently tried to lock him into this relationship where he wouldn't let him leave, and then said he owed him all this money.
Yeah,
and he literally gave him like a couple €1,000 just to get out of this situation. And then his stuff was still there, and this guy took his stuff, put it in a trash can, and took a shit on it.
What a fucking trash human being.
I couldn't even if I was that mad at someone.
I've been that mad at someone, and I've never done
over a
that.
Trash can and actually, like, even if I was that mad, even if I had pulled my pants down and I had to go, and I physically don't think I could do it. I really don't. I need my feet up. I need to be in a comfortable sitting position. No, but I'm just saying, like what?
Where's the bidet?
What kind of crazy son of a bitch?
That's nuts.
Can walk over a trash can and just take a shit on someone else's stuff, or even just in a trash can. What a weirdo!
No.
So of course this was like blowing all the way up, and
yeah,
people are so great that they were suggesting that, this Luck had basically put himself in that situation, and it was his own fault, and blah, blah.
As if none of us have been young, dumb, and taken advantage of. Come on.
It is never the person who is the receiving end of the abuse, right? Like, it's not the person who got his belongings shit on,
right?
Who was at fault. It is the person.
You should have saw this coming, and it's like no one sees shit coming.
I mean,
otherwise,
literally.
everyone. Well, yeah. Sorry, that was completely.
You'd never
not
make
planned.
You'd never make mistakes. You'd never have.
We'd
any
all
downfalls.
be fucking perfect if we all saw the red flags. Sorry, you don't. You ignore them sometimes. You do.
You actively ignore them, even if you file them away.
Exactly.
And you
because you think that person is the one, and that might be an exception because no one's perfect. So, you realize that you yourself, may have some red flags for someone else.
Sure.
And you don't want that to be pigeonholed against you. So why would you do that against someone else?
Let me tell you, I didn't actually know who this person was before, but I now follow them and fully support him and all of his endeavors.
Good for him.
Because I felt
that's
like
horrible.
Putting that out there was...
The 45 seconds that I saw.
It wasn't necessary.
Were already... And you can tell someone's sincerity. You know what I mean?
Also
he wasn't acting.
He has recordings. He has the receipt.
He wasn't acting. He wasn't being performative. He was saying, "Yo, look out for this dude." So no one else gets done the way that I was done.
Yeah,
just a mess. Okay.
I just find it's always so easy to like, oh, well, what I would have done in that situation, or, oh, that would never have happened to me. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. It hasn't happened to you then.
Yet. Everyone has a shitty fucking situation with a relationship.
Like, this poor kid.
I don't care how hot you are. I don't care how conventionally unattractive, quote unquote, you are.
Yeah.
You're going to have that situation at some point in time in your life. Not this exact situation, obviously.
Extreme, exactly.
But you're going to have something to where you trusted someone and you cared about someone and they led you on and then you got played. It's part of life. I've not met anyone that has never, ever not had that happen.
And I think this particular situation warrants giving people notice because this is not the first time this guy has done this.
No, he's a fucking crazy-ass fucking predator and a fucking opportunist.
Other people have come forward now and made their own little testimonials about this person.
Good.
And a lot of them have said, like, obviously, or I know there's at least one that had And he was like, I didn't want to release anything because I didn't want any blowback coming on me.
Yeah. Like, that is real.
I took my lumps.
For everyone listening.
Realized.
Everyone listening, it's very easy to be like, well, why didn't this person come forward? Well, you know what? Sometimes.
Because y'all wouldn't believed him.
Exactly.
Or you told me you should have seen it coming.
Or half y'all gays, I'm sorry, I know that we're like 85% fucking gay audience. Half y'all gays be like, oh, well, he's hot. Right. So whatever.
So who cares? He can be crazy on my
You both do porn, so no. People have feelings. People are still human at the end of the day,
and it's not his responsibility to be warning other people about this individual. He doesn't. No. Like I think he even said in the video, he's like, I don't know if it was just me that, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm spreading my story. This is what happened, and take with it what you will.
Yeah, I think it's an extreme situation to have to do that. I don't know that you have to do that. I don't think you're required to do that.
No. But good for him for fucking speaking up. I fucking cannot. Oh my god, did you hear about this fucking New Orleans restaurant in Atlanta?
What? Huh?
Oh yes, I'm taking it totally sideways. So this man made a post. It's still up. I was there. I love being there at the inception of things.
Yes.
Things are very like, oh, you have like 13 likes and like, 2 quotes on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. He's like, hey, can you guys please spread the word about my restaurant? And he was like in his own thread being like, here's a restaurant. This is where it's located. It's New Orleans like cuisine. He had a video posted. My first thought was, this food looks like shit. However, I'm not one to bring anyone down.
Except on the show.
Especially another person of color who's trying to succeed. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, sometimes you get into a situation and you're trying to make the best out of it. It doesn't work, and you're asking for help.
Yeah.
Respect, appreciated. I made a simple tweet just saying, you know what, honestly, I would scrap this video. Because I'll show you right now, actually, because it's still fucking going viral. 4 days later. And of course, my tweets are fucking blowing the fuck up. I need to fucking just get the fucking balls and do fucking stand up at this point, because apparently people think I'm funny. When I'm literally in my bed with some popcorn and I'll tweet something and I'll put my phone down and then I wake up the next morning and
oh god, I have 1,000 notifications.
I'm like, what is this? Like, I need to figure out how to make this work for our show. But quite honestly,
monetize this. We need more
quite honestly. See, it was a third fucking tweet because it's still been going since I tweeted this. So this guy was like, hey, Twitter, can you blow up my restaurant? It's been slow this month. I need a big push. Can you guys please retweet this post?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, great. You know what? Like, it's hard right now to open up a business. Yeah. I love supporting my fellow people of color or anyone trying to open up something with, like, quality, food and whatnot. Let me show you the. Let me turn up my brightness, actually. This is how serious I am.
Try to explain what's happening as I'm seeing the. Okay.
It's like, okay, interior looks cute. Okay. What is that drink? What is this?
Drink?
What is this lime that's like dead? What are these oysters that don't have anything in them? What? This should be jambalaya. What is this fried catfish? What is this beignet that's poured with a shit ton of fucking powdered sugar?
You know what the thing is? It is so hard to photograph food and make it look good.
It is.
Really is.
But if you're gonna make a video as a restaurant, but that's not even the thing.
I was the influencer with the long nails to come in.
My advice, I was like, you know what? First of all, let's scrap this video. Like, just someone that runs a restaurant, and I've been doing it for years. I'm like, I would honestly start respectfully, and I said that.
Yeah.
scrap this video. I would say restage and replate your food and your drinks because you have like a browning lime on a drink. One of them is in a plastic cup, like a Dixie cup. So, and I don't know, Atlanteans, please correct me if I'm wrong, but regardless, if I'm doing that as a promo video, whatever.
Even if you serve in a plastic cup, you should probably, for your promo, put it in something nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it got way worse. He's at like 5,000 quote tweets, which that never happens, mind you.
Oh no.
The likes are always on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X, no, Twitter.
It's Twitter.
The likes are always far above the quotes.
Yeah.
Oh no. People were spilling the fucking tea, posting reviews. One girl was like, fuck this. He deserves to not be in business.
No!
Because me and my friends were scammed. And everyone's like, how were you scammed? Me running a bar and a restaurant, I'm thinking, disgruntled customer.
Sure.
They didn't like the food. Yeah. That's typically what most reviews are about.
Mm-hmm.
No. She said that they went in, that their food was extremely, and this is a common thing apparently, extremely overly salted. To the point of not being able to eat. Like, She said they were polite about it. Whatever. The server asked for a card. That's customary. Whatever. I do that at my bar.
Yeah.
Cool. But then she said that it took them 10 minutes to even get a server to the table. It took them an hour to get their food to the table. The drinks came out before then, were very lackluster, which again, I'm like, people like, there's no alcohol on this.
But I want it to be strong.
We've talked about this before in the show. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. When she says scam, she means scammed. Because they ran, well, they said they wanted to split it up like 4 different ways, I think, something like that.
Okay.
Well, they ran the cards 4 different ways, then also ran the main card for the entire amount. Which I was still on the restaurant side. Only because this does happen sometimes, and if you're listening right now and you're going to be traveling, maybe you're out on the weekend. I had about 6 calls today about the exact same thing. You put down a card. And it's not the restaurant's fault, depending on what bank you have. Because
it shows it.
You have to swipe the card to get the information. Sometimes, at close, your bank will ping that charge just because it's stored in the card. But it's pending.
And then
it'll fall off and it'll correct itself. It'll fall off.
That happen.
And you can totally call your bank that night and be like, yo, this is what happened, blah, 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 blah. It's a pending charge. And if you show proof as to that, the party paid for that amount, they'll take it off immediately. So you learn a life hack from me.
Right. Which even, honestly, like, usually it's fixed within a day. So.
Exactly. But like weekends, especially holiday weekends, it could be Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. Whatever. So they complained and asked for a manager. Manager would not come out. When the manager did come out, they were cursing at them. She came there with her and her girlfriend. Shot out homophobic slurs.
What?
Yes. And not only that, they actually did charge their card twice. They reached back out after a few days because they were like, we travel a lot. We know like this happens sometimes. Not a big deal. We want to follow up and touch base.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, this is now settled because, again, on your account, it will say pending.
Right.
Once it's settled, then that's when you should call the restaurant. If there are 2 different charges, again, I deal with this shit every fucking week, and I have to talk people down about it because they get all freaked out.
Right.
Understandably so. People have, it's their money.
Of course, yeah. You're out and about and you need that money. You need to buy a new Coach bag.
They hit them up and they've never got their second charge back. Both charges went through and then they blocked them on their phone. Oh, it gets worse. Sorry, I'm very long-winded this episode, but I have shit to get out. I don't speak a lot on the episodes. Sometimes, like, it's pretty equally shared as far as, like, vocal time, but this is too juicy to not spill. Then everyone started piling on. Oh, that's funny, because when I was there, it took us 10 minutes to even get anyone to even acknowledge us. 45 minutes for our food. Half the menu wasn't available. They were actually on a layover, so they had to go to a plane.
Oh God!
They were like, "We have to get out of here."
Just getting.
They were like, "We're gonna get to go food," and they were like, "Well, we have a no refund policy." Which, again, in my bar, we have the same thing. However, that it's because you can't trust people to not do a taste test all the time.
Yeah.
If we fuck up on something, I'll comp it.
Of course.
Whatever. Yeah. You know? No. Oh, no.
Girl.
No. And then they asked for a manager. Manager would not come out. Same situation.
No, the manager would not see you.
Yes. And then when they finally came out, a group of them comes out and the manager flashes a gun to the fucking patrons. Then it spiraled off to, I was going to stop there.
Wow.
But I didn't because I saw a cook cussing out a server on the side alleyway. I was going to stop there. But no one could just at the door. I was going to stop there. But they took my credit card, and then we never got it back, and then I had a bunch of charges on it. Days after the fact. So here I am trying to support this fucking man's business.
You're giving him tips? Tips on his video?
Everyone was, until we weren't. I think this is the longest running viral tweet I've ever seen on Twitter before.
Oh my God.
Normally it's like a day and it falls off. And people, no, it's been going on for 3.5 straight days and everyone keeps chiming in with stories, and receipts.
What is the name of this restaurant?
Basic as fuck. New Orleans Cajun cuisine, I believe.
Cajun cuisine?
No, New Orleans Creole cuisine. They just opened up a few months ago in Atlanta. Mind you, a few months ago. They have had the bad press of somewhere that has been open for years.
Because, I mean, what a great idea. Honestly, someone should move on that is doing it well. Because taking a New Orleans style restaurant.
People said that their chicken had blood pouring out of it. Yes! It is horrible.
Yeah, that fish did not look cooked to me.
No!
That fish did not look cooked.
I am, yes. I don't know why this man has not taken this shit down. I'm like...
I love it. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I get all publicity should be good publicity, but honey, not when you're running a restaurant. And people are literally nothing but bad things.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we're at 18,000 likes, 12,000 reposts, and almost 4,000 quote tweets, and nothing is positive about this restaurant. Someone's like, he needs to just be shut down, and that's just that.
Wow. Call the FBI.
Right? 37 million people have seen this video on Twitter right now.
Well, I wonder how many people watched the Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis, whatever the fuck her name is. Apology video for writing letters of support for, at the time, convicted rapist Danny Masterson, who they didn't want him to go to jail.
I didn't watch the video because I hate both of them, honestly, at this point. Which saddens me because I used to love
them. I love them both.
Both of them. And I have not trusted this man.
Although I do think Punk'd is where we started to lose Ashton Kutcher. There was something happened.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was his villain origin story. No, I didn't like him because of something that I've been talking about, honestly. And you can go ahead and go on my Facebook. And I've had posts about this that went swept on the fucking rug. And now, all of a sudden, it is now back in the limelight about his, murdered ex-girlfriend. Did you not know about this?
Wait, how did I forget about this? I'm having a repressed memory right now. Oh my god, I remember the murder. That's right!
Yep, he showed up to his girlfriend's house conveniently 3 hours late. Which, that's a long time to fucking be late. Said he peeked through the window of her house, saw wine stains on the carpet, thought nothing of it, and left. Then came back. Then entered, and she was dead, stabbed 47 times. And there's a man in prison right now for this crime. What would you do if you happened, and we're not dating, if you happened, and I'm about 15, 20 minutes late to the show all the time because of work.
Right.
If the roles were reversed and we recorded in my home, I invited you over, you'd be, if you were late, 10 minutes max.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 minutes, whatever. We're in LA, it happens.
Sure.
If you saw some wine stains on a carpet when we should have been hanging out and you were 3 hours late, would you just turn around and walk away? Not try to get a hold of me? Don't think so.
I mean, the thing is, and
I stood outside for 3 hours waiting for him to open the door because Wes has superhuman hearing. However, it does not work for low frequencies.
It doesn't.
So when I knock on the door,
listening to music in my room,
when I knock on the door,
hear him come over.
It just does not resonate for some reason. Yeah. That is his kryptonite.
Yeah.
I will text him like, "Hey, I'm outside."
Yeah. And until I go to change the song that I'm listening to, I'm like, oh shit, he's at the door.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But
no, I would not, because I'm also like you. I would be knocking and texting until I got a reply.
This is weird.
Either you're going to
let me in, hung out.
or you're going to tell me to fuck off. Like one or the other. Yeah.
Wine stains on the floor. To me, that sounds like blood. Not only that, but then he never called 911. He called Danny fucking Masterson, his team, PR, like his professional team. If I after seeing the body, after seeing this body, if I saw you fucking dead, the first thing I'm fucking doing is calling. Well, first, besides bawling my eyes out, it's calling the fucking. It's calling the goddamn cops,
and then 911.
I'm not calling my fucking PR and my manager and my best friend that is now a convicted fucking rapist. Why would I go through those steps? And I get it. People process things differently.
You freak out.
You freak out. You don't call the cops?
At all.
At all.
I could see a lawyer telling him not to do that, though. But, yeah, they're so weird.
That was when I lost him. That was in 2003, I think, something like that.
Right, because not to even insinuate that he had anything to do with it, just the fact that his reaction is so unfucking natural.
Yes. I mean, extremely. Everyone's first response to any emergency.
Yeah.
If you see a stranger hit on the street by a car, you call 911. But you're in a relationship with someone, and you, first of all, are 3 hours late. That's one thing. Maybe he's at
he got caught up at work.
Whatever. That happens. You seen wine stains.
Okay.
And maybe
she's a little sus.
Maybe she's an alcoholic, whatever.
Maybe that's not unusual.
And maybe he's pissed off.
Right.
You see the body and you don't immediately fucking call the cops. That's fucking weird.
It's also weird to write a letter of support for someone who is a convicted rapist saying that they shouldn't be getting jail time or getting a lot of jail time for doing so. And then, okay, I know you didn't watch this video. They looked like they were forced at gunpoint.
Oh, I saw the stills and I saw clips. I was not about to watch all that because I can't stand to watch either one of them and their non-child bathing asses. Well, miss me with all that.
Interestingly, and this just puts such a nice little cap on things.
Of course.
Christina Ricci posted sort of a rebuttal, if you will, without mentioning them by name.
Oh, good for her.
But merely stating that regardless if someone is your friend, you've known them, they're close to you, when they do something wrong, basically, I'm paraphrasing, you don't write a letter of support for them.
Yeah.
You support their victims.
Yep.
You actively...
100%.
You know,
I love you, but if you ever were exposed as some criminal or some predatory being, I would have to distance myself from you.
I would fully expect you to.
Yes, and vice versa.
If it came out, you were just like some kind of serial killer.
Yeah, I'm like, I would expect you to be like, you know what? I thought I knew him. Clearly, I did not.
It become a true crime podcast. Oh my god, it's my dream come true.
Right?
No. Yeah. Also,
good luck with that.
Yeah, I know you're not a serial killer. Also, Christina Ricci has, on at least one occasion on video and a couple other occasions, mentioned that she is a big fan of Amber Heard.
Oh, okay.
Which sort of derails a few of the things that she has said.
Yeah.
Knowing that Amber is,
this is one of those situations.
Co-abusive person.
Do not be like, oh, they're pro-dep. No, we're anti both of them.
We're pro neither. But I found it interesting that she was, in some ways not supporting Amber Heard, but at least like not piling on.
Yeah.
And she's known Johnny Depp since she was like a child.
Yes.
She's been in
literally
2 or 3 movies with him.
Uh-huh.
That does speak to what you said.
Just saying.
So I know she's being contradiction. But, that kind of stood out to me. And I'm like, okay. I love that we're in this age where pretty much everyone's like, fuck it.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
Yep.
Fuck it. We're not in the Hollywood caste system anymore.
Nope.
In fact, we don't even know when Hollywood is going to start to grind back into
if you did not even know this, you don't need to be an extra 3 times to get a fucking SAG card anymore.
No.
You can just go ahead and audition like everybody else, and bam, you're in SAG.
Yeah.
If it's SAG, eligible.
Well, you have to pay your dues, but...
Yes, but I mean, before, there's a whole...
You have to earn the points,
a whole thing.
You got to get so many points.
Yes.
Points added up, and then what... Oh, yeah, it's this whole fucking process. Yeah, so... Well, we'll see if Hollywood ever comes back. But yeah, I just love that we're at this point in time, this very special era.
Yeah.
Social media has just given to everyone
free reign to say what the fuck they want to say. Or also, prove they're fucking assholes.
Yes, that's the best part.
Their whole thing, we didn't know. This should have been a private situation. No, that means you didn't want anyone else to know that what you said was going to come out to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be very, very fucking clear right now. Come on.
Tell it on yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.